Hey guys, it's Tim here with the Gear Bunker, and today we're going to be talking about Nitecore's NU06MI mini signal light. It runs for $29.95, and some people might ask, well, what's the big deal about signal lights? And there are a couple of answers. The big one that comes to mind with my background is just with the military specifically, we operate at night because that's the level of where we've had our greatest capabilities with like night vision or infrared and thermal imaging. And so a signal light just helps, especially when you're operating on an objective, for you to identify where your guys are at, the members of your team, so you don't have a friendly fire incident. And so starting from the bottom to the top of the light, on the bottom here it's got a built-in arc rail adapter, and it allows you to mount this light to the side of a helmet that has arc rails installed, such as a ops core bump helmet. Then above the arc rail you have the built-in Li-ion battery, and this has a runtime of 75 hours. And to charge it, you just simply lift up the dust cover and you have the charging port here for the USB-C charging cable, which Nitecore thankfully includes with their light. Then at the top you have 4 different LED light sources. The first one is an infrared light source, you have a red light source, a green light source, and a blue light source. To cycle through the different light sources, you have the power button or this cycle button right here. And then it also has a built-in power indicator, so if you just simply press and release, you'll see a little blue light flash. And if you have 3 flashes of light, your battery has more than 50% left. If it's 2 flashes, you have less than 50%, and then if you have 1%, or if you have 1 flash, you have less than 10% left in your battery. Then you would just need to recharge it. For the modes, there are 9 built-in modes, 4 constant on modes, 4 flashing modes, and then a red and blue police flashing light. And so to cycle through, you just turn on the light, wait 5 seconds, and this is currently on the infrared mode, so it's going to vibrate instead of just show. And there you got your red constant, red flashing, green constant, green flashing, blue constant, blue flashing, and then the red and blue signal light. So as I mentioned before, when you cycle onto the infrared, you'll get 1 vibration for when your light is on the constant mode, and then 2 vibrations for the flashing mode. When you turn off the light on the infrared mode, it will give a solid 1 second vibration just to let you know you've turned off the battery. So besides the arc rail, you have 3 other ways to mount the NU06 onto your equipment that Nitecore includes with the light. You have a flat magnetic adapter, and it just slides into the wings right here, like so. And additionally, besides the magnet, it has a hook tape backing that you can attach to the loop tape of panels on like your backpack or your plate carrier. Besides the magnetic one, which is also great for mounting onto vehicles, you can mount it onto the side of your vehicle door or the top as an identifier. You have a curved bracket, and this works, and it also has a hook tape, and this is what you would mount onto the back of your bump helmet that has that loop tape on the back. So if you've seen ops core helmets, you see that panel of Velcro, which is where you would mount this light bracket. Then you have a omnidirectional MOLLE mounting bracket, and this is what you can just slip onto your plate carrier, your load-bearing vest, or your backpack. And yeah, you can just mount it whichever direction you want, and you can just simply slide the light in and you're good to go from there. So the final thoughts on this, I like the small compact size of it. It doesn't take up too much space on my plate carrier when I mounted it to give it some repetitions and tries it. And so I just like how it wasn't too large, so it was eating up the rest of the MOLLE space on my plate carrier. I also like that the different mounting options that it gives you some adaptability in how you want to apply the light. If you want to use it for a signal light for your vehicle, or if you want to mount it onto the back of your helmet, it just gives you some good adaptability. Then I also like the memory mode. So when you turn it back on, it will go back to the last mode that you had on. One thing that it did for me, at least personally, it did take me a little bit to understand how the light cycled itself. I was always having to like turn it on and thought it would press, or from the off position, press once and then, you know, get the power indicator. So I had to kind of train myself to press in and let it cycle through, wait 5 seconds from first pressing in, and then cycle to the light mode that I want. So it's not you're on the objective and, oh, I need to change this light to red and blue flashing. It's better to cycle through there first before you get onto the objective when you're prepping for your mission, and then cycle to that mode. Again, this is a beneficial light to have for military or law enforcement, or even if you're an outdoorsman and you just need something to help civilian search and rescue find you or mark your location. It is beneficial just to have this on hand or in your pack in case you just need to be like, I'm lost, I don't know where I'm at. And you call search and rescue and you're like, look for the flashing green light. Or if you're a civilian search and rescue, it's helpful just to identify, hey, my team member's over there, I can see his blue light flashing. Or vice versa, it helps the person that you're looking for identify, oh, I see this flashing blue light. I'm just going to wait here and start yelling. So it works well in both cases. And then for the military, you know, in law enforcement, the infrared modes are useful for when you're operating at night under nods. You can be like, oh, there's my team member, and won't have to worry about accidentally shooting him or her. So this again is the NU06MI from Nitecore, and it runs for $29.95, and thanks for watching.